This is my 5th time tonight of trying this. This is my final attempt for tonight trying this. Sometimes you just gotta say, okay, cookie, this is it. Anyway, we are coming to you live in a rare form, not really rare, with candlelight. I love candles. No wonder I was a candle maker. Well, I still am. I just, like I said before, I make them on holidays and stuff, and actually I found that people get quite upset now because if I buy them something, they're like, where's the candle? Or where's the cross stitch? Or, it's almost like they become insulted because I'm not making something homemade. And I thought for years that, wow, please forgive me because I can't go buy something, but I still want to show you I care, so I'm going to make you something. That's not always a bad thing. Anyway, here's my candle. It's one of the ways I let myself enjoy. Usually I make them, but if I find a really good deal, it's going to be cheaper than my wax and my candle oil and everything. I go ahead and do that. I mean, we all have to be very savvy on our money. Like I said, I enjoy the little things, and I'm glad that now I don't have to feel ashamed because I've found you guys. And I'm still finding you guys. Come out wherever you are. I'm really liking this journey, quite honestly. Kind of nice to connect to people again, and not feel ashamed at last. But anyway, big scores for me were about 3 weeks ago. Went to a grocery store. It is one that we normally go to, but they've been doing a remodel. Major score. My husband's a diabetic. So when he became a diabetic, actually when they diagnosed it, he was very bad. He was on insulin, a lot of it, and we decided to change the way we cook completely. And so I cook diabetically, but I cook so it's still very flavorful and low carb and no sugar. But you have to watch that. If it says no sugar, sugar-free, look at the carbs, because a lot of times they really put the carbs in so you're not gaining anything. And but found chickpea flour, and that's really expensive, and I've been wanting to buy it, but you got to go with what your budget is. I mean, and but I found that it was marked down massively. I still can't believe it was $1 a bag, and I mean, no, they're not very big bags, but this chickpea flour is high in protein, and it's also gluten-free. Major score. I like to mix it with whole wheat flour, and so the bread. I like to make a lot of bread. My husband loves like banana nut bread and stuff. I don't use the nuts. I use raisins instead, and I use Splenda, and I try not to go very heavy on a sweetener. I'd rather use natural sweetener. So applesauce, people, applesauce rocks. Okay, it's gonna make if you're baking and you have to watch, even if you're watching your weight, it will make it so much moisture, and it will make it so it will taste so good. I mean, I just put some in there, and I can't tell you how much I don't measure stuff out. I'm really bad about that. I'm kind of a feely cook, is how my great grandmother taught me how to cook, and because I didn't measure everything out in the old days. Yes, and this wonderful woman was born in the year 1900, so she taught me how to do the basics of cooking, and I'm really grateful. But so found that, bought every one of them, which was 4 bags, and my husband loves it, and I can eat it. It's not bad for me. Grandchildren love it. We make all of our cookies with that my husband can eat too. I mean, my rule is now I don't bake in my house unless my husband can eat it. Because it's not fair to him because, he misses being able to eat that kind of stuff. And it's not that he can't. Once in a great while he can. But, you only get so many carbs that you can have and stuff. It's quite hard. Anybody that's doing it is just, kudos, because I know it's not hard. My husband, when he was first diagnosed with it, it was really hard on him because it wasn't like going on another diet. When you're told you can never have, or you should never have, again, the carbs, the heavy carbs, and the sugar, and he really had a hard time. I was going to throw everything out of the cupboard and stuff, or I was going to actually donate it, because I didn't want the house where he would be tempted, and he got quite upset, and I understand, because he's like, I feel like everything is being taken from me. It was a huge shock, and so I let it be for a while. I just left it in the cupboard, and I didn't cook with it or anything, and I waited until he was comfortable. And but yeah, it's been the best thing for us because I've always had a weight problem. I will always have a weight problem, most likely. That I was taught not to. You weren't allowed to display emotion or show emotion or anything, So instead, I was handed cookies. Actually, I was praised for being the member of the Clean Plate Club and stuff. And so I've always had a problem with that. But the best thing that ever happened is it's a lifestyle change. It's not a diet, and that really helped me psychologically, because it's not like somebody saying you can never have. I guess I have a big problem with that when somebody says you cannot. Maybe they're rebellious. I don't know. But we changed that, and to help my husband, I said, don't keep thinking about like you can never have. The doctor even told you that once in a while you can, in a small quantity. And I said, do we really need to eat that much of it? And, that's what we do, is if you really, really want something, or even if I do, we'll buy one single portion and share. We both try really hard to not give in to what you have. But if you have a craving that just like, oh my God, I'm going to go crazy, go ahead and do it. Trust me. I mean, once you change how you're eating, like we've been off of the sugar for a while, and if I have something that's full of sugar, I'm like, that's all I seem to taste instead of the flavor. And I would rather taste flavor. I'm actually not hungry right anymore much because I don't know why. But I make sure that I get in what I need to have in. And it was that my husband would be pushing me so hard. You have to eat. I'm like, sorry, I forgot. And I do. I forget. I just wish I hadn't spent so long hating my body, because, I didn't do things I wanted to do because, I didn't even know I was fat until it was pointed out so much. First day it was when I was 18 months old. I mean, geez. And yeah, I've taken it off. I even kept it off for 5 years. But, unless you fix yourself deep down inside, and no, I'm not fixed. I'm still working on that. I have, some days where I'm just okay, and then all of a sudden, bam, I'm a gooey, balling mess. I try really hard not to do it because it really affects my husband. And, but sometimes he's learned that sometimes it's okay just to let me cry, and all I really want him to do is hold me. And that's been really helping. And anyway, so that's what we've been doing as far as eating and cooking, and I know I kind of rambled off. I'm going to tell you guys about some other really good finds that I found. We've always been very frugal. We've had to be, and honestly, I wouldn't change now. Um, Major score on the power bars. Found those just ridiculously uh, priced so low you couldn't pass it up. 10 cents a bar, please. And yet they do have some sugar in them, but been found with my husband as he's starting to get very lightheaded and shaky because he hasn't been able to eat at work. You know, when your body needs it, it needs it. And uh, so I bought every one of them. They were still soft, very nice, not expired. So, you know, and get what? Oh, I found candles that were just ridiculously priced, and you know, I love scented candles, so I went ahead and indulged in that. I don't very often do that, but when they're $2 for a really big candle, that I know a company that really makes very good ones, yeah, I'll go ahead and jump on that ship. But other finds, but I can do that in another video because I seem to yak too long, and this is the counter's like, wow, did I really talk that long? And yeah, I know I look like a mess. Oh, I was sweating it blowing, and I don't care because I know I look really pale, but I've always been really pale. You know, I used to have red hair. What do you expect? If you could really see me up close, you'd see like a million freckles. And my grandpa used to always tease me. They say, some little piggy just farted all over your face. Now, when you're a little girl, you're like, Grandpa! But, I was teasing my granddaughter because she has like a ton of freckles on her face. And they're very cute. And I knew she wouldn't like that thing about the little piggy thing. She's very much a girly girl. And so I told her, because she really misses, my grandma died. Well, actually, it's not my grandma, it's my brother's. And you know what, I'm not even going to go into that story. I'll save that for the next video, because time's rolling. But that's how I roll. I hope I'm not boring you all too much. And if I am, I'm sorry. I just, like I said, I haven't had a whole lot of people to talk to, and I'm not feeling sorry for myself, but it feels really good to even think that somebody is listening, and I enjoy watching your videos so much, and you know, I find it to be blessings right now. Wonderful blessings when you think you have nothing and you have no one but your husband, that you will, that you do, that you'll stumble across, you know, and that's what helped me a great deal. But I'm going to say goodbye now before my counter runs off, and then I'm going to inundate you guys with one, possibly two more videos tonight, and I'm so sorry. But, you know, I already said why. So, I'll be back.